Hey, I'm seeing chats in the chat box. Let me make this bigger so I can see it. How am I gonna do this? Hey, I'm seeing chats. Hey, Burn. Chat box. Help me make this bigger so I can see it. Let me see if I can fix that right quick. Hold on, let me pause this. All right, let me see. Text font size. Here we go. Now we're talking, baby. Okay. Burn. Hello. Let me try to. Hey, can you type in hello again? Burn. Oh, okay. Well, there's the test right there. Got it. Bada bing, bada boom. All right. There you are. Here me am. Let me double check how things look. Huh, look at that. Now you can see the chats and I can see the chat. So dope jam. Let me get the. There you are. Hear me out. Shut up. I just want to see it on my screen. Let me go to chat box again. And let me lower the font size a little bit. Okay, let's try that. Okay, now let me test it one more time. Test. Did I do it? Yes. Test. Okay. Okay. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Now there is another. Can somebody else type something, please? Hello? Can somebody type something else for me, please? I'd appreciate it. Never mind. Hello. 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 Thank you, Chicago. Thank you, Burn. Thank you, Charlie. You guys rule. Okay, now let's do this. And I'll be right back. is it? Today is Tuesday. It's Terrible Tuesday. So let me see which one I want.
It's Terrible Tuesday! Yeah! It's Terrible Tuesday! Yeah, yeah, yeah!
There we go.
It's Terrible Tuesday! Whoa, whoa, whoa! It's Terrible Tuesday! Yeah, yeah, yeah! It's Terrible Tuesday! Whoa, whoa, whoa! Go! It's Terrible Tuesday! Yeah, yeah, yeah! It's Terrible Tuesday! Whoa, whoa, whoa! It's Terrible Tuesday! Yeah, yeah, yeah! It's Terrible Tuesday! Whoa, whoa, whoa! Go! It's Terrible Tuesday, yeah, yeah, yeah. It's Terrible Tuesday, whoa, whoa, whoa. It's Terrible Tuesday, yeah, yeah, yeah. It's Terrible Tuesday, whoa, whoa, whoa. It's Terrible Tuesday, yeah, yeah, yeah. It's Terrible Tuesday, whoa, whoa, whoa. It's Terrible Tuesday, yeah, yeah, yeah. It's Terrible Tuesday, whoa, whoa, whoa. Go. It's Terrible Tuesday, yeah, yeah, yeah. It's Terrible Tuesday, whoa, whoa, whoa. It's Terrible Tuesday, yeah, yeah, yeah. It's Terrible Tuesday, whoa, whoa, whoa. It's the Gigi Show! Let's go! It's the Gigi Show! Let's go, yo, 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 yo! It's the Gigi Show! Let's go! It's the Gigi Show! Let's go! Where was last time? Yes, yes, yes! You wanted to let go! Let go! Try to efficient! Yes, yes, yes! It's the Gigi Show! Let's go! Whoa! It's the Gigi Show! Let's go! It's the Gigi Show! Go, 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 go! It's the Gigi Show! Let's go! It's the Gigi Show! Let's go! Where was last time? Yes, yes, yes! You wanted to let go! Let go! Try to efficient! Yes, yes, yes! It's the Gigi Show! Let's go! Whoa!
1 second. Hold up. I'm coming. Give me a moment. All right, here we go. Let's do it. It's a bad time, motherfuckers.
Call me up that one time, thought that I heard gunfire. I stepped outside, left a message saying hi. I answered from a firefight, told you it's a bad time, but I can talk. I really want to talk to you. I'm being stalked by killer robots, and I'm pretty sure they're bulletproof. It's a bad time. Thought to call you up so many times. I heard gunfire in the dead of the night. Left a message saying hi. I answered from a drive-by. Told you it's a bad time, but I can talk. No, I really want to talk to you. I'm being stalked by that royalty, and me and Bobby just ain't shrooms. It's a bad time. And you're the only one that I can tell that I can talk to. I should be under your spell right now. Your spell right now. Away, you move, it moves me. With no place left to go. And your sweet voice leaves me speechless, like you will never know. I really want to talk to you. Oh, I really want to talk to you.
Whoa.
I really want to talk. I really want to talk to you. I really want to talk. I really want to talk to you. And you're the only one that I can tell that I can talk to. I should be under your spell right now. Your spell right now. The way you move, it moves me. With no place left to go. Your sweet voice leaves me speechless, like you will never know. I really wanna talk to you.
No.
Paint us a picture and we're
Can somebody try typing something in the chat again, please? I'd appreciate it.
baby, beneath the iron bones of Polaroids. Kiss me out in the rain. We'll see what's to become of us and of our belongings. What will come of our pain? Meet me. Kiss me, kiss me, kiss me, kiss me. We'll see. Kill me.
All right.
You're killing me.
I
can't believe my eyes. I just cannot seem to get my rotten head around this mess surrounding us. I can't believe my eyes. I just cannot seem to get my rotten head around this mess surrounding us. And as the sky is falling, I fall into your arms.
text something one more time for me, please. Just one person. Just put asshole. I'll know what's meaning to me. No worries. Valium. About time to take some Valium. Cali O cream. Tastes like an orange creamsicle. Hey, yummity yummity. Alright. I don't know why it says that up there. Let me see something right quick. Is that alert box? No. Chat box? No. Oh. Yes, it is a chat box. No, that's a chat box. There it is. Starting to look. It's beginning to look. Can't hear. You can't hear me? Now can you hear me? Hello? Can you hear me now? Let me know. Testing, 1, 2, 3. I see it. I see my shit. I know it was on low. It was on low. Now I jacked it back up. How's it sound? How's it sound? Sound better? Yes is thank you, John P. All right. Man, this is so much better. Okie dokie pokey. And I can even look at Twitters. Well, I could. Hell, we'll do it like this. Hold up. And I can't believe my eyes. You ever hate it when you forget your passwords? Fucking hate it. Hold on. Let me check something out here and get my password so I can stream to another area. I thought I did. Dude, hold on. Let me see my password. This is fucking stupid. Hold on. Just give me 5 seconds. In fact, while I give you 5 seconds, listen to this. Just for a minute. Just for a second.
Showed up and I shot down. We lost touch and you left town. You said I never ever want to see your motherfucking face again. I went out and I got high. I blacked out and lost my mind. I said I never ever want to feel that motherfucking way again. I got nightmares of living on my wall. Up and down these halls, sleep like the undead.
without your love, and I lost my way. I won't lose hope.
Patiently waiting, I hope and pray I get to say a motherfucking face again. Yeah, 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 yeah. I've got nightmares up and down my walls. I've got some things that I should say. Walk like a zombie up and down these halls. Sleep like the undead, like the undead at the end of the day.
Killing machines. Up to the brain. Okay. Feeling I lost you. I went insane.
I got nightmares up and down my
Okay. So, how do you like my Christmas motif? Alexa, turn desk lamp red. Nobody said anything about it yet. It took a lot of work. Still working on it. But I want to tell you all there is to know about the end of days. Just as well it ended slow, we'll get there either way. As we break down, when we fall apart, you'll be there, smiling ear to ear and splashing around in our blood, screaming, God damn it, I cannot get enough. All right. Oh, there is a problem here.
I can't pretend I catch the meaning of these screaming maniacs. Cannot blend all these super peeps.
Hold on.
Terrorist attacks. I want to tell you all there is to know about the end.
I don't have a Timble time.
It starts with you and ends with everyone that done it.
Let me grab that real quick. Down when we fall apart.
You'll be there, smiling ear to ear and splashing around.
Keeps wiping out my chat. I don't like that. But it's okay. I see it all over here. So.
Just leave me out to dry.
I just need some time to think. Please, I don't need the reasons why I was. Hey, John P. Adventures. Alright, now let me get this, Alright, let me, get the Timble video. Streaming from the highest mountain tops and streaming out for everyone to see. When we break down, when we fall apart, you'll be there, smiling ear to ear and
Splashing around in my blood, screaming.
hold on. Let me get this rigged up.
Just leave me out to dry.
I just need some time to think. Alright, now let me find the video. Aha, is that it? There it is. Ah, I found it. Got it.
Welcome to the chat. It's Timble time. Gigi's got a tune. It's true. If you could get to sleep at all, said you can't breathe. A choking fear feeling begs you to scream. Each and every night.
There we go. I just gotta get myself. Column sounds low. I don't even know what that means. Column sounds low. What is column? I don't know what that means. Bad nurse. All right. Well, let's kill the music. And you know what time it is. Go.
Welcome to the chat. It's Timble time. Gigi's got a tune that's truly sublime. Each guest comes in and the beats start to play. Timble time's here. Let's celebrate today. Oh, it's Timble time with Gigi on the beat. Feel the rhythm, everybody, move your feet. Welcome one, welcome all to the show so fine. Every guest gets a groove, it's Timble time, yeah.
Super Dave, I'll tell you. I don't give everybody. I don't make my whole shit blue. I can't. Last time that happened, I had a doxing and trolling situation. So I make sure that the only people that I have blue are people that I trust. Now, that doesn't mean that in the future I couldn't get to trust you and throw you on there. But I have to be very careful on who I put on there. Burn, I know Burn, you know, and it's no disrespect if you're not blue. All that means is that I've had trouble, and I don't want any more fucking trouble. I've had crazy ex-girlfriends that have tried to hold on to their moderating. I've had people troll me, change settings, do all sorts of stuff. But let me get to know you a little better, Super Dave, and I'm sure I will blue you. But for right now, I have a very small list of blues. So don't feel like I'm picking on you. Just because I'm not. I promise. All right. So, Super Dave, he is first. Speaking of first. I know on your channel, you give everybody blue. I used to do the same thing, dude. It's just, it got out of hand fucking quick. And next thing I knew, people were going out of their way and making other people mods. I do not like that. No mod is allowed to make another person a mod unless they let me know. And it's all because bullshit. It's not because of anybody in particular. But the more I get to trust you, the more I will blue you. So don't feel like I'm leaving you out. All right, there's Super Dave. Well, Super Dave, if you're leaving or if you're dipping out, well, no, you're not. Thank you, Sus. And just for that, you'll be blue. Charlie, hey now, what's up? Now let's see if the Timbles are working. Hey now, Charlie, hey now. That's not working. Hello, testing 1, 2, 3. What the fuck is going on with my mic? Hello, testing. There we go. All right, now back to the soundboard. All right, Charlie. Yeah, I mean, I can't make... All right, anyway. John P. Adventures. What's up, my dude? Give one. Hey now.
Nerf this.
Okay. Brian Murphy, Truth, a voice in the desert. What's up, my man? Give it to him. Hey now, who's next? Super Dave, busting my balls. Super Dave, what's up, my brother? Give him one. Hey now. All right. Welcome, Brian. Or Super Dave. Welcome, Super Dave. Brian Murphy. Truth, the voice in the desert. Hey now, my brother. Suspicious Skies. What's up, my man? I knew I heard you rolling up in here, you sly son of a bitch. Suspicious Skies. Chords. Blast beat. Love that little blast beat. Oh, that's a nice intro. It is. It surely is, isn't it? All right. Now, what do we have? Who's next? Us guys. John P. Bad Nurse. What's up, my darling? You sexy thing. Glad to see you're here, darling. And this is for you. Hey now, Bad Nurse. T Racy. Big hugs back at you, sister. I love hugs. I love embraces. Thank you for that. It was nice. It was nice. And now, Trey Racy. Now. What's that say? I'll have to get to the bottom for that. Bad Nurse, T Racy, Sus Skies. All my favorite people are here. Super Dave. Hey, wait, who farted? Who farted? Was it me? Dave's Waffle House. 99 cents from Dave's Waffle House. Smiling face with sunglasses. What's that mean? I don't know what that means. 99 cents from Dave's Waffle House. Well, Dave, you get yourself a Timble, goddammit! $2 Timble.
Guess what, motherfucker? Gatorade, bitch.
Oh, yeah. You know which one you're getting, you son of a biscuit eater. Give it to him.
White guy.
Oh shit.
White guy, I'm in love with your farts. I'm in love with white guys' 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 farts. I'm in love with smelling 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 white guys' farts.
All right. Sweet. Thanks, Dave. Teresa, oh, that's awful. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm behind on the chat. Well, almost. Mom's been very good. Yes, I'm glad to hear about your mom, Tracy. She's had 3 pelvic fractures. It'll take a very long time to heal, so I'll be with her if she can manage. Thank you, Bad Nurse. Hey, listen, man. That's some selfless stuff right there. You're a beautiful person, Tracy. An absolute gem of a human. You know, so many people, when their parents get infirm and they can't take care of themselves anymore, the kids just disappear for the most part. When these people raised you with blood, sweat, and tears, providing everything for you, and you are gonna abandon them at their time of need? No. You're a good girl, Tracy, and I'm very proud of you. And in fact, I'm so fucking proud of you, baby. You get another Timble. Hey now! Hold on a second. Webcam. There's my fucking shot. I was on my other camera, the HD camera. But anyway, you don't give a shit about that. All right, we were at the bottom. Kelly Williams. Hey, sweetheart, how are you? Give her a Timble stat. Kelly! Hey now!
You can't handle the truth. I am the werewolf.
All right, welcome, Kelly Williams. Great to have you. Listen. Hey, Tracy, I need all the advice I can get, kid. So, any more you want to give me, baby, just fucking do it, right? Do it. Do it. Man, I like this so much better. See, I've been using OBS. Now I'm just fucking around in StreamYard. Look at this. Look at my beautiful wintry overlay. It's beautiful. It's gorgeous. All right, so that's so cool. I can read it all right here too. So you guys can read it all right here too. You know what I might try to do? Let me try to chat box. Hold on a second. Let me adjust. I want to see if I can make the font a little smaller. And we'll see if it's still legible. See. Delay, chat delay. Show. There we go. Font size. Let's try 29. There. Let's see if this comes up any better. Yeah, that's way better. Okay, cool. All right. So, today. Well, today I really wasn't going to do much. But I did want to show Dave, I don't know why, but when I watch Waffle House, the stream pauses for me constantly. That's interesting. Oh. You can sure everybody's copacetic, and it seems to be. All right, so for tonight, I figure what we'll do is I got a few things to show you. All right, let me pull up some shit for you. Girls will be warm. Your path has been chosen. Your voice has been told. All I lose, what else is new? Ooh. Alright, hold on. Uno momento, por fucking bore. You promised you wouldn't get angry. New looks. Do you like it, Tracy? Letting things down before it grows. And thoughts and shooting stars. Alright, hold on. Let me go to something here. Always remember to pull your pants up after you shit. Well, that's a good lesson. I like that. Something here. Wow. Wow. I like the layout. I'm digging this layout, yo. And the fire in his eyes and he's firing hearts with you. I'm digging this. Hold on, let me fix something. We lost our way, hopping things down the hallway. Hold on, 1 second. Okay, here we go. We are so far, it's true. We can't accept to start anew. We lost our way so long ago, chopping things down before they grow. Been gone so long, we went too far, like crashing jets and shooting stars. All right, there we go. The best of us burn down hot autumn nights in Chinatown. Okay, and now I need to get back to my shit. Hold on, give me 2 seconds. I'm coming back. I'm trying to get back. Oh. Around this mess surrounding us and I. There's one more thing I got. This is awesome, right? I'm fixing all this shit. Always show messages. I delay. Check delay. Messaging. Okay. Checking more little area. Clean. Secure badges. Push me out in the sun. Can't see between the dancing flames, living daylight. I can't see anyone. Okay. Okay, now let's do this. I thought you guys would be stoked about my layout. I think it looks pretty good for the time for the holidays, and I did this just for you. Come on. I love you. I love you. Alright, let me close this out here. Let me pull up my Gmail. As the sky is falling, I'll fall into your arms. Alright, let's get down to the meat and potatoes of the show. Man, this is so much better. I'm digging this. I'll fall into your arms. Oh, come on. Control, control, can anyone hear me? All is lost and our ship is sinking. SOS, 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 SOS. Oh yes. I can't believe my eyes. I just cannot seem to get running head on this mess surrounding us, and I can't believe my eyes. Oh yeah, let's do this one. I forgot I had an NVIDIA AI creation I made. We'll watch together. How's that sound? Little sci-fi humor. A thong. Okay, let's get to my media library at home. Now, I don't know how this went. I just wrote the script, god damn it. I'm trying to download this with try this. Okay. Okay, well, fuck it. Here we go. Okay. Okay, here we go. Ready? Let's do it. Let me see what you guys are talking about. It's awesome, Gigi. Thank you. Thank you. I worked hard on it. Oh, tacos sound so good. You know what kind of tacos I want? I want some hair tacos, some fur tacos, you know what I'm saying? Some lady bit tacos. Hey now. Let's do it.
Space, vast and mysterious. Captain GG yawned. Not today, though. Today it was just plain boring.
Anything on the scanners, Jimbo?
He asked, scratching his chin. Jimbo, a 7-foot-tall furry alien with a knack for astronavigation, swiveled in his chair.
Just the usual, Captain. Empty cargo containers and lost socks.
He grinned, revealing rows of sharp teeth.
Thrilling.
Muttered Sid, the ship's mechanic, from under a pile of wires. The Heart of Gold, their trusty spaceship, hummed quietly. It was a spaceship with character, held together by duct tape and hope. Mostly hope. Suddenly, the ship lurched violently. Alarms blared.
What in the cosmos was that?
GG shouted, gripping the control panel.
Wormhole!
Jimbo yelled, fighting the controls.
Never seen one this close before.
The Heart of Gold spun wildly, colors blurring into a dizzying kaleidoscope. Then, as quickly as...
What were you singing? I was singing this today. What, Taco Tuesday? It's Taco Tuesday. Is that what you're singing today? For the ladies.
As it began, it was over. They were in a new system, a blinding white dwarf star dominating the sky, and around it, a colossal structure, a Dyson sphere, shimmered, defying comprehension.
By the cosmic toaster, we're going to be famous, or space dust.
GG, ever the captain, regained his composure first.
Jimbo, status report. Sid, run a diagnostics check, and for goodness sake, put a shirt on.
Jimbo's furry face was grim.
We're caught, Captain. Tractor beam, and it's pulling us towards that thing.
GG slammed his fist on the console.
Just our luck to find a Dyson sphere and get caught in its welcome mat. Options, Jimbo? None, Captain. The tractor beam is messing with our engines. Great, just peachy. Anyone up for a game of space chess while we wait to become interstellar prisoners?
GG ignored Sid's sarcasm.
If we're going down fighting. Jimbo, fire up the laser cannons. Sid, grab your wrench. It's more effective than it looks. You got it, Captain.
Jimbo barked, a glint of excitement in his eyes. He always enjoyed a good space battle, even if the odds were stacked against them. The Heart of Gold shuddered as the tractor beam pulled them closer to the Dyson sphere. Through the viewport, they saw them, sleek, menacing ships approaching, their lights like predatory eyes.
Showtime, gentlemen. Let's give them a warm Heart of Gold welcome.
To be continued. We will have more. If you know what? Let's watch it one more time. Just in case you fuckers didn't see it or new people came in. One more time. One more time. One more time. It like froze on me, dude. Okay.
Space, vast and mysterious. Captain GG yawned. Not today, though. Today it was just plain boring.
Anything on the scanners, Jimbo?
He asked, scratching his chin. Jimbo, a 7-foot-tall furry alien with a knack for astronavigation, swiveled in his chair.
Just the usual, Captain. Empty cargo containers and lost socks.
He grinned, revealing rows of sharp teeth.
Thrilling.
Muttered Sid, the ship's mechanic, from under a pile of wires. The Heart of Gold, their trusty spaceship, hummed quietly. It was a spaceship with character, held together by duct tape and hope. Mostly hope. Suddenly, the ship lurched violently. Alarms blared.
What in the cosmos was that?
GG shouted, gripping the control panel.
Wormhole!
Jimbo yelled, fighting the controls.
Never seen one this close before.
The Heart of Gold spun wildly, colors blurring into a dizzying kaleidoscope. Then, as quickly as it began, it was over. They were in a new system, a blinding white dwarf star dominating the sky, and around it, a colossal structure, a Dyson sphere, shimmered, defying comprehension.
By the Cosmic Toaster, we're going to be famous, or space dust.
GG, ever the captain, regained his composure first.
Jimbo, status report. Sid, run a diagnostics check, and for goodness sake, put a shirt on.
Jimbo's furry face was grim.
We're caught, Captain. Tractor beam, and it's pulling us towards that thing.
GG slammed his fist on the console.
Just our luck to find a Dyson sphere and get caught in its welcome mat. Options, Jimbo? None, Captain. The tractor beam is messing with our engines. Great, just peachy. Anyone up for a game of space chess while we wait to become interstellar prisoners?
GG ignored Sid's sarcasm.
If we're going down fighting. Jimbo, fire up the laser cannons. Sid, grab your wrench. It's more effective than it looks. You got it, Captain.
Jimbo barked, a glint of excitement in his eyes. He always enjoyed a good space battle, even if the odds were stacked against them. The heart of gold shuddered as the tractor beam pulled them closer to the Dyson sphere. Through the viewport, they saw them, sleek, menacing ships approaching, their lights like predatory eyes.
Showtime, gentlemen. Let's give them a warm heart of gold welcome.
To be continued. So, I made 3 scripts last night. First one was awesome. Second one was even better. Third one sucked. Because I lost energy. So what did I do? I made that one. And I could have done it a lot better. But it doesn't matter. The to be continued is going to be epic. Epic. And you know what? I think I have another one here. But it was a test. Well, when I say test, I don't mean it in a terrible way. I just mean it as it's one about me and Thriller. So let's do this one. I can't believe my eyes. I just cannot seem to get my rotten head around this mess surrounding us. Alright, here we go. I have no idea. Your guess is as good as mine.
We needed that. Ready for action.
GG slammed his drums, cymbals crashed, the gorilla roared, a punk rock anthem pouring from his throat. His mohawk, a blaze of green, vibrated with the music. Nearby, Thriller James howled. The werewolf, a leather jacket slung over his fur, tapped his foot to the beat. His fangs gleamed in the dim light. In the shadows, Sid, the king of zombies, swayed. His rotting flesh pulsed with a life of its own. He hummed.
I can show you the transcript, and I didn't add Sid. I did not add Sid. Man, this AI is creepy, dude. I have already made a list of callbacks just as I was watching them. I didn't include Sid, but that's awesome that he is because of the AI. Anyway, sorry.
Along, a low guttural sound. This was their band. This was their life. GG finished with a final crash. Silence fell. Thriller James clapped, his claws clicking together.
Another hit, GG.
Sid, unable to clap his decaying hands, nodded in agreement. His one good eye, shining with eerie intelligence, held a spark of approval.
We needed that. Ready for action.
His eyes, surprisingly human in his gorilla face, gleamed with anticipation.
Damn right.
Always ready for a rumble.
Sid, ever silent, simply cracked his neck, a sickening crunch echoing in the stillness. It was time to face their enemies. They emerged from their makeshift rehearsal space, a crumbling warehouse on the edge of the city. The night air was thick with the smell of decay and fear. Towering above them, sleek and menacing, stood an army of killer robots. Their metallic bodies gleamed under the sickly glow of the moon. Red eyes, like malevolent embers, burned in their featureless faces. They were an army of steel and fire, cold and merciless. GG let out a primal roar, beating his chest. He charged, a blur of fur and fury. Thriller James, a howl ripping from his throat, followed close behind. He moved with a speed that belied his bulky frame, a whirlwind of teeth and claws. Sid, slower but
A whirlwind of fists and elbows.
no less deadly, shambled forward. His rotting hands, surprisingly strong, gripped a length of rusty chain. He swung it with deadly precision, a macabre metronome keeping time with the battle. The robots met their assault with cold efficiency. Lasers blazed, cutting through the night. Metal clashed against metal, the sound deafening. GG, fueled by adrenaline and rage, smashed through the robot's ranks. He ripped and tore, his strength amplified by some unknown force. Thriller James, a blur of motion, dodged laser blasts with ease. His teeth found vulnerable joints, ripping and tearing with savage grace. Sid, a silent reaper, moved through the chaos with eerie calm. His chain, guided by an unseen hand, found its mark with every swing.
Nice. Oh, the man
The battle
on the
raged,
rooftop.
a whirlwind of destruction. One by one, the robots fell, their metallic bodies twisted and broken. Finally, only silence remained. GG, panting, surveyed the scene. Around him, the ground was littered with the wreckage of their enemies.
Is it over?
Thriller James, leaning against a mangled robot, grinned.
Looks like we cleaned house.
He licked a smear of oil from his claws, his eyes gleaming with predatory satisfaction. Sid, ever watchful, pointed
brother.
toward a nearby skyscraper. Atop the building, silhouetted against the moon, stood a figure. He was tall and thin, dressed in a
Optimus
long coat
Prime.
that billowed in the wind. He was smiling.
Who's that?
The figure seemed to radiate power, an aura of menace that sent shivers down his spine.
No idea, but I don't like the looks of him. Let's pay him a visit.
With a grunt of agreement, GG followed. Sid, silent and watchful, brought up the rear. They moved as one, a unit forged in battle, their senses on high alert. The skyscraper loomed, a monolith of glass and steel. They entered through a shattered lobby, the air thick with the scent of ozone and burnt metal. The elevator was out of commission. They climbed the stairs, their footsteps echoing in the oppressive silence. Each floor was identical to the last, sterile and empty. The silence was unnerving, broken only by the thud of their own footsteps. They reached the roof. The wind whipped at them, carrying the faint scent of decay. The figure stood at the edge, his back to them. He turned, and a chill ran down Gigi's spine. The figure's face was pale, almost translucent. His eyes glowed with an unnatural light, cold and cruel. His lips were pulled back in a mocking smile, revealing a set of razor-sharp fangs.
Welcome, I've been expecting you.
Who are you?
The figure chuckled, a dry, rasping sound.
My name is Eddie, and you are about to die.
Not if we have anything to say about it.
Sid, silent as ever, moved to flank Eddie, cutting off his escape. The tension crackled in the air, thick enough to taste. A battle was about to begin, a battle for their very lives.
Foolish creatures. You have no idea who you're dealing with.
There you go. To be continued. Damn likely too.
We needed that. Ready for action.
Gigi slammed his drums.
Okay, that's one we just watched. Okay. I want to see if there's any other ones in here. I've done a million. This is a good one. You'll like this one. Or at least I remember it. You'll like it. This one's called Thriller James, The Naked Werewolf Chronicles.
You ever wake up in the morning and think, man, how did I get here? Now imagine being Thriller James, the world's most unfortunate werewolf. Every full moon, our buddy James transforms into a ferocious werewolf, prowling the night like a badass. But every morning, he wakes up naked, in the weirdest places. Yeah, you heard that right. Naked. No clothes. Zilch. 1 minute, he's a terrifying creature of the night. The next, he's just a confused dude with no pants, trying to piece together his wild night. So, let's talk about some of the most hilarious moments in Thriller James's life as a werewolf. Picture this. A full moon night, James turns into a werewolf and goes on his usual rampage. He wakes up the next morning, in a playground. Naked, surrounded by kids and parents. Talk about awkward. And it's not just playgrounds. James has woken up in all sorts of places. One time, he found himself in a women's clothing store. He had no choice but to grab the nearest outfit. Let's just say, hot pink isn't really his color. But James isn't a quitter. He's tried everything to wake up with at least some dignity left. Like that time he wore 3 pairs of underwear. Spoiler alert, didn't work. Or when he tried chaining himself to his bed. The chain broke, and he woke up in a zoo, surrounded by curious giraffes. And then there was the time he tried to sleep in a giant onesie. The onesie? Shredded to pieces. He woke up in a field, wearing nothing but a sock. Just one sock. How does that even happen? But here's the thing about Thriller James. Despite all the naked mishaps, he loves being a werewolf. He loves the thrill, the power, the freedom. It's just the whole waking up naked thing that's a bit of an issue. So, how can we help poor James out? Maybe a werewolf-proof pajama? Or perhaps some kind of magical spell to keep his clothes intact? If you have any bright ideas, drop them in the comments. Let's come up with a solution together. In the meantime, James will keep doing what he does best, being a badass werewolf by night, and a very confused, very naked human by morning. Thanks for tuning in, folks. If you enjoyed this hilarious tale of Thriller James, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Who knows what crazy adventure James will find himself in next? Stay tuned, and remember, if you ever wake up naked in a strange place, just channel your inner Thriller James. Own it.
Waking up in Escandino, waking up. I remember you did that, you weirdo. You weirdo. Did I? Oh, okay, let's go back. All right, so we got Thriller's the werewolf. How about the adventure that started it off?
Space. It's big, really big, and it's not very forgiving, especially when your spaceship decides to take an unscheduled break. The Heart of Gold, a ship known for its improbability drive and questionable beverage selections, was experiencing just such a hiccup.
Did we run out of Earl Grey again? Because that's the last time this happened.
Worse, Captain. Hyperdrive's on the fritz. We need a massive energy source, and fast.
Massive, you say? I just happen to have something that might fit the bill.
Sid, the ship's resident expert on things that probably shouldn't exist, perked up from his game of zero-gravity tiddlywinks. He pulled a small velvet pouch from his pocket. It looked suspiciously like something you'd keep spare change in if your spare change happened to be a singularity.
Is that what I think it is?
A primordial black hole. Perfect for a quick energy boost.
Are you sure that's a good idea? Black holes are notorious for being a tad on the destructive side.
Don't worry, it's perfectly safe. I even put a little leash on it.
He held up a chain attached to the pouch, a chain that rattled slightly, as if something very small and very dense were tugging on the other end. Before anyone could object further, Sid had already plugged the black hole into the ship's power source. The Heart of Gold lurched back to life, its engines humming with an energy that seemed to bend the very fabric of reality.
Success,
Sid cried, striking a heroic pose. The pose was immediately ruined as the ship lurched again, this time violently. Alarms blared, bathing the cockpit in a menacing red light.
What's happening?
I think the black hole is setting the coordinates. It's... oh dear. It seems we're heading to the nearest source of, well, itself.
You mean another black hole?
Not quite. It seems we're going to meet Steve.
Steve?
After what felt like an eternity caught in a cosmic washing machine, the Heart of Gold burst out of hyperspace, coming to a relatively gentle stop. Outside, instead of the usual void peppered with stars, they were greeted by a sight that defied explanation. A planet, undeniably a planet, but one that was, well, green and fuzzy, with 2 large watery eyes blinking at them from its upper atmosphere.
Greetings, I am Steve.
Steve, lovely to meet you. We seem to have stumbled upon you quite by accident.
It's the black hole, isn't it? That's my baby you've got there.
The Heart of Gold's crew exchanged nervous glances. They'd encountered many things in their travels, but a sentient planet that spoke English and had paternal feelings for a black hole was a new one, even for them.
You see, I was playing Cosmic Catch with little Stevie. That's what I call the black hole, don't judge. And then whoosh, it disappeared. Imagine my relief when I felt its familiar pull just now.
Cosmic Catch with a black hole? This guy is either incredibly brave or incredibly foolish.
Gigi shushed him with a glare.
Steve, we had no idea. We just needed a little jump start. You know how it is.
I suppose, but I'd really like my little Stevie back.
Pause 3S. With a deep and resonant hum, the sentient planet Steve absorbed the black hole back into its core. The crew of the Heart of Gold watched in awe, their ship trembling slightly from the immense cosmic energy exchange. Steve's voice echoed through the comms, warm and paternal. Thank you, travelers. Little Stevie is back where he belongs. As a token of my gratitude, I offer you a piece of my energy source. It will power your ship indefinitely. The Heart of Gold's crew exchanged stunned glances. This was beyond their wildest dreams. Pause 2S. Gigi nodded respectfully. Thanks, Steve. We really appreciate it. A bright beam of energy shot from the planet and enveloped the Heart of Gold, causing the ship's consoles to light up with new, endless power reserves. The crew felt an immediate surge of vitality and capability. Pause 2S. Hang on, everyone. Gigi commanded as the ship's engines roared to life, now fueled by Steve's gift. With a final wave to their new cosmic friend, the Heart of Gold leapt into hyperspeed, streaking across the stars with newfound energy and purpose, ready for the next adventure. Pause 2S. Thanks, Steve! They all echoed as the vastness of space welcomed them once more. Pause 3S. And so, the Heart of Gold continued its mission, powered by the infinite energy of a grateful, sentient planet, ready to face whatever the universe had in store. Pause 2S. Who knows what other wonders awaited them in the cosmic expanse?
So we got 3 uncontinues to do. Christ almighty.
Space. It's big.
Alright, hold on. Let me see if we have any... Well, it kind of negates what else I wanted to do tonight, but maybe we can play one more. Let's do a guy named Sammy, who's trying to score weed in London.
Inspiration, you fickle mistress, why have you forsaken me? Andy, a computer artist of questionable renown, resided in a cluttered London flat. His world was one of pixels and code, of digital landscapes and fantastical creatures. Come on, just a spark, anything. She often abandoned Andy, leaving him staring at a blank screen, his artistic spirit as dry as a week-old biscuit. Oh, no, it's empty. One dreary afternoon, Andy found himself facing the dreaded cursor of doom, blinking mockingly at him from the blank canvas of his latest project. His stash, to his horror, was empty. He had smoked the last of his creative fuel. What am I going to do? I can't work sober. That's as likely to succeed as teaching a badger to play the cello. Andy considered his options. He could brave the outside world, a prospect as appealing as a root canal. No, there was only one solution. He had to venture into the belly of the beast, the heart of darkness, the very bowels of London itself, the underground. Here goes nothing. The underground. A subterranean labyrinth of echoing tunnels, flickering lights, and the lingering aroma of despair. At least that's how Andy pictured it. He had, after all, not left his flat in months. Barry, why did you have to go on holiday now of all times? But Barry was on holiday, a fact Andy cursed with the fervor of 1,000 suns. Now he had no choice but to confront the world he had so carefully avoided. This is not a journey for the faint of heart. Andy, however, was a man on a mission. He needed his weed. The fate of the world, or at least his next rent payment, hung in the balance. The air hung heavy with the smell of stale sweat and something vaguely resembling wet dog as Andy descended into the underground. He clutched his trench coat tighter, feeling very much like a character in a low-budget spy thriller. Why does it always smell like wet dog down here? The station was a cacophony of noise, screeching trains, muffled announcements, and the general hum of human misery. Andy felt a wave of agoraphobia wash over him. He navigated the crowds awkwardly, bumping shoulders with commuters who seemed to have mastered the art of looking perpetually annoyed. Just don't look at me, just another commuter here, nothing to see. He felt eyes on him, judging his every move. He was certain they could sense his desperation, his need for a certain herbal remedy. He tried to blend in, to adopt the 1,000-yard stare of a seasoned underground traveler. Just keep moving, Andy, you can do this. He clung to the handrail on the escalator, feeling like a small boat tossed about in a stormy sea. Andy wondered if he'd ever see the light of day again. Andy found himself on the platform, jostled by the throngs of people. He observed his fellow passengers with a mixture of fascination and trepidation. Teenagers with more piercings than a pirate's treasure chest, and trench coats everywhere. A businessman with a briefcase chained to his wrist. He spotted a man in a tattered tweed jacket, his face etched with the wisdom, or perhaps just the grime, of 1,000 underground journeys. Should I ask him for directions to the nearest dispensary? No, better not.
Yeah.
He watched as a train roared into the station, disgorging its passengers with a collective sigh. They surged onto the platform, a tide of humanity.
This is just a basic story about a Londoner trying to score some weed. He's old. He's elder. He's 60. And he's trying his damnedest to find some.
That threatened to
saying that it's illegal at all.
Sweep Andy off his feet. Oh boy, here we go. He felt a tap on his shoulder and turned to find a woman with a 1,000-yard stare and a shopping trolley overflowing with what appeared to be empty tuna cans. She mumbled something unintelligible and shuffled away, leaving Andy to ponder the mysteries of the universe. What on earth was that about? Indeed, Andy, indeed. This place is something else. Days blurred into nights. Andy, still unsuccessful in his quest for weed, began to resemble a character straight out of a Charles Dickens novel. I developed a nervous twitch in my left eye and a habit of muttering to myself about the injustices of the world. My trench coat, once a symbol of my misguided attempt to blend in, now hung about me like a shroud. He took to carrying a battered copy of Oliver Twist, convinced it held the key to navigating the treacherous social hierarchy of the underground. I saw myself as a modern-day Oliver, begging for a puff instead of gruel. He frequented a particular platform, drawn by the flickering gaslight and the resident colony of pigeons he swore were plotting his downfall. The pigeons, for their part, seemed unimpressed. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Andy, fueled by sleep deprivation and a growing sense of paranoia, decided to embrace a new persona. I would become a creature of the night, a shadowy figure who commanded respect, or at least a wide berth from my fellow underground dwellers. He dug out an old frock coat from a Halloween costume party and donned a pair of round spectacles that made him look like a deranged owl. He practiced a menacing glare in the reflection of his phone screen. I was no longer Andy, the mild-mannered computer artist. I was Dr. Andrew, a man of science on a quest for a rare and potent herb with extraordinary medicinal properties. He developed a limp, claiming to suffer from a particularly debilitating case of rickets that could only be alleviated by a specific strain of medicinal marijuana. He peppered his vocabulary with Latin phrases and pronouncements about the humors of the body. I even grew a goatee, which mostly just succeeded in making me look like a Victorian-era villain. The transformation was complete. Night after night, Andy, in his Dr. Samuel guise, roamed the underground. He became a familiar face, a source of amusement and bewilderment to the regulars. The businessman with the chained briefcase took to hiding behind his newspaper whenever I approached. The teenagers with the multiple piercings started calling me Grandad and offering me Werther's originals. He engaged in whispered conversations with buskers, convinced they held the key to the underground's black market. He interrogated hot dog vendors, certain they were fronts for something more sinister and hopefully weed-related. He even tried bribing a ticket inspector with a half-eaten packet of digestive biscuits. His efforts, however, remained fruitless. The underground, it seemed, was a closed book, a secret society with its own rules, its own currency, and its own peculiar brand of justice. For all my efforts, I was still an outsider, a lost soul adrift in a sea of trench coats and unspoken agreements. I was beginning to lose hope. One particularly damp Tuesday evening, as Andy slumped on a bench contemplating the futility of his existence, he noticed her. A young woman, her face half hidden by a bright pink bob, was sketching in a notebook. She wore a tattered leather jacket covered in band pins and a pair of ripped fishnet stockings that would have made a vicar blush. She was, in short, the coolest person Andy had ever seen. He watched, mesmerized, as her hand flew across the page, capturing the essence of the underground with a few deft strokes. He felt a surge of admiration, mixed with a healthy dose of envy. He had to talk to her. He had to know her secrets. "Excuse me." "Madam," he began, his voice cracking slightly. He gathered his courage, straightened his frock coat, which was starting to smell suspiciously like old gym socks, and approached her with a confidence he didn't quite feel. The young woman looked up, her eyes narrowed suspiciously. "Can I help you, Grandad?" she asked, her voice thick with sarcasm. Andy winced. He really needed to work on his approach. Andy stumbled over his words, trying to explain his presence, his art, his desperate need for inspiration. The young woman listened patiently, a smirk playing on her lips. She saw right through his ridiculous disguise, his pathetic attempts to fit in. "You're looking for the good stuff, eh?" she said finally, her voice softening. Andy's eyes widened. Could it be? Did she understand? "The kind that unlocks the doors of perception?" he asked, his voice trembling with hope. She chuckled, a sound like wind chimes on a breezy day. "Look no further, Grandad," she said, reaching into her bag. She pulled out a small baggie, its contents shimmering under the dim station lights. Andy's heart skipped a beat. It was the most beautiful thing he'd ever seen. "Consider this a donation to the arts," she said, pressing the baggie into his hand, "and maybe lay off the Dickens, yeah?" Andy stammered his thanks, his mind already racing with ideas. He watched as she gathered her things and disappeared into the crowd, her pink bob a beacon of hope in the grimy darkness. The moment Andy returned to his flat, he locked himself in his studio, a haven of blinking screens and empty pizza boxes. He unpacked his treasure, the aroma filling the air with the sweet promise of creativity. He took a long, slow drag, feeling the familiar warmth spread through his body, and then he worked. Hours melted away as he lost himself in the glow of his monitor. He poured his heart and soul into his art, fueled by the gift from the pink-haired angel of the underground. The underground, once a source of fear and frustration, had become his muse, a wellspring of inspiration. The moral of the story, as Andy often told his pet goldfish, Bubbles, is that sometimes you have to venture outside your comfort zone to embrace the unknown, even if it smells faintly of despair and wet dog. You never know who you might meet, what lessons you might learn, or what treasures you might find lurking in the shadows. Or, as Bubbles would say if he could, glub, glub, glub.
Glub, glub, glub. If he could, but he can't. Alright, so there's that one. And I think, if I'm not motherfucking mistaken, now I've got a bunch. Look at all these. All these. I've made all of these. Let me see. Since many of you probably never watched this, so what'd you think about that? Did you guys like that? Hey, Pucka, good night, Hoax. Thanks for stopping in, my man. Means the world to me, brother. Pucka, give it to Pucka. Hurry up before I... Come on. Come on, baby. Pucka, my main man. Give it to him. Hey, Pucka. Pat. I hit it from the wrong end. Oh, what do we got? What do we got? What do we got? All right. Welcome. And we got... Who did I just do? Well, second star survival. Hey, you beautiful low-hanging branch banana scrubbers. Always going for the low-hanging fruit. Get it? Hey now, Matt. Second star survival.
I'm very sorry, and I apologize for the inconvenience of me not giving a fuck!
Oh, nice. That dude was for riz. He wasn't playing around. He was sticking out his gat for the Rizzler. Being skibbity. There'll be some phantom tax. I'll phantom tax all over your goddamn face. Yes,
Sticking out your gat for the Rizzler. Sticking out your gat for the Rizzler.
But I'd rather you just swallow. You know what I'm saying, huh? You know what I'm saying, baby? Alright, you don't.
Sticking out your gat for the Rizzler. You're so skibbity. You're so phantom tax. I just wanna be your Sigma. Freaking come here. Give me your Ohio.
Give me your Ohio. See, Jabba did it all. Look where he's at. Hanging out in the palace. Somewhere in the galaxy, far, far away. Long time ago. Second star, my main man, Matthew. How are you doing, my dude? Love y'all, family. Sorry I'm driving. No worries, man. Be safe. Be safe. Hey, but thanks for cutting me down in the process, you jerk off. I love you, man. Be careful. And sus guys down there. Sanitizer. Wash hands before you eat a banana. Huh? Is that how it goes? Okay. Okay, now back to my email. Oh, back to this. About this.
The air crackled with anticipation.
How about this one? This one is called the Scrabble Showdown.
Not the normal kind. This was thicker, full of more brain power than usual.
Sure.
We were in a gymnasium, yes, but not for basketball. This was war, a war of words. Rows and rows of tables stretched across the floor. Scrabble boards gleamed under the bright lights. The dyslexic Scrabble Showdown was about to begin. People think it's easy Scrabble. Not this time. All the rules out the window. Letters jumbled, boards flipped, utter chaos, which oddly enough made perfect sense to some. The crowd was something else. A mix of laughter, gasps, and the occasional snort filled the air, creating an atmosphere that was both electric and slightly absurd. Nerds of all shapes and sizes. You had your classic bookworms, the ones who could recite entire passages from obscure novels, and then there were the tech geeks, always fiddling with some gadget or another. Think your grandma in a knitted sweater with a world's best speller badge. She was the epitome of old-school charm, her eyes twinkling with a mischievous glint as she recounted tales of spelling bees from decades past. Or a teenager who looked like he hadn't seen sunlight in years, glued to his phone. His fingers moved with lightning speed, texting, tweeting, and probably hacking into some mainframe, all while barely looking up, but not playing games. Oh no, this lot were checking dictionaries. Serious business. They flipped through pages with the intensity of someone defusing a bomb. Every word scrutinized, every definition debated. And the players? Don't even get me started. Each one was a character in their own right, bringing their unique quirks and eccentricities to the table. There was Agnes, who brought her own dictionary stand, custom-made, darling. She treated it like a sacred artifact, polishing it meticulously before each game. Then there was Bob, who kept muttering about consonant blends under his breath. He was like a walking, talking phonetics lesson, his mind constantly churning with linguistic possibilities. And who could forget Susan, who insisted on wearing her lucky Scrabble tile earrings? She swore they brought her good fortune, and who were we to argue? They certainly added a touch of flair to her ensemble. But the star of the show, at least for now, was a scrawny fellow with glasses thicker than my Aunt Mabel's homemade jam. His lenses magnified his eyes to an almost comical degree, making him look perpetually surprised. His eyes crossed so badly, he could probably see into next week. It was as if he had a built-in time machine, his gaze perpetually fixed on some distant future event. This was Kevin, and he was about to become public enemy number 1. Not because he was a bad guy, but because his skills were about to turn the competition on its head. Everyone knew it, and the tension was palpable. The room held its breath, waiting for Kevin to make his move. Kevin, bless his cotton socks, had just won. It was a moment he had dreamed of for years, practicing tirelessly.
Bless his cotton socks. Give me that. I want to jot that one down. That's a good one. Bless his cotton socks. That was a good one. Bless his cotton socks.
Tirelessly in his room, surrounded by dictionaries and word puzzles. He'd played a word so long, so complicated, even the judges needed a lie down. They had never seen anything like it before, and it took them several minutes to verify its authenticity. The crowd, however, were not impressed. They had come expecting a fair competition, but Kevin's words seemed to defy all logic and fairness. They mumbled and grumbled, convinced he'd made it up. Whispers of cheat and impossible floated through the air, creating a tense atmosphere.
Balderdash!
Shouted one particularly irate woman in a floral dress. Her face was red with anger and she looked ready to storm the stage. But Kevin, oblivious to the hostility, launched into his victory speech. He was on cloud 9, completely unaware of the storm brewing around him.
I'd like to thank the Academy,
he began, before being drowned out by a chorus of coughs and boos. The audience was having none of it, their disapproval growing.
Wait, we didn't finish Thrillers, right?
The freedom. It's just the whole waking up naked thing that's a bit of an issue. So, how kind of magical spell to keep his clothes intact? If you have any bright ideas, drop them in the comments. Despite all the naked mishaps, he loves woke up in a zoo, surrounded by curious giraffes. Onesie? Shredded to pieces. He woke up in a field. Just one even happened. Thing about Thriller James. Loves being a werewolf. He loves the thrill, the power, the freedom. Up naked thing that's a bit of an issue. James out. Made pajama? Or perhaps spell to keep his leather. In the meantime, James will keep his best. Being a bad night. And have come up with a solution together. In the meantime,
I don't know
James
where it
will
was. Fuck it. I can't remember where it was, dude. We'll see what else they got on here. What other AI nonsense I did. Here's one. This one was a really good one. And it's only a few minutes. It's not very long at all.
Space. The final frontier. At least that's what they say. For Gigi, Jimbo, and Sid, it was just another Tuesday. Well, not exactly just another Tuesday. This Tuesday involved a quest for a primordial black hole. Yes, you read that right, a black hole, not the kind that swallows galaxies, mind you. This one was palm-sized, ancient, and said to hold unimaginable power. The kind of power that could alter the fate of civilizations, or in the wrong hands, obliterate them.
This is the same
The quest
one.
for this cosmic...
That's the same one with Little Stevie. We've already seen that one. That was the first one. Sorry, my bad. What's this one?
Moving to California was a colossal mistake. I mean, Idaho isn't known for its thrilling nightlife or beaches, but at least you knew what to expect. Cows, potatoes, more cows. California, on the other hand, was a whirlwind of overpriced lattes and people who seemed perpetually tanned and slightly unhinged. I missed the simple life, the smell of hay, the sound of crickets. Instead, I got the smell of car exhaust and the sound of my neighbor's chihuahua barking at nothing. Oh, and the sound of my own mounting debts. You see, California wasn't just about sunshine and avocados. It was also about temptation. Temptation in the form of a little thing called horse racing, and a bookie named Steel Rod, who wasn't exactly known for his forgiving nature. Let's just say my luck with horses was on par with my luck in life, spectacularly bad. Now, I was in deep, and Steel Rod was a man of singular focus when it came to collecting. Steel Rod. The name sent shivers down the spines of even the most hardened gamblers. He was a mountain of a man with a voice like gravel and a gaze that could melt glaciers. Actually, I wasn't sure anyone had ever seen his eyes. He always wore these mirrored sunglasses reflecting back the fear of those who dared to cross him. And cross him I had. My debt to Steel Rod had reached a point where even selling my meager possessions wouldn't cover it. He'd given me a deadline, and that deadline was fast approaching. The thought of what Steel Rod might do to me if I didn't pay up was enough to make me want to join the circus. At least there I'd be surrounded by clowns already. Then again, considering my luck, I'd probably end up being chased by a lion while wearing a giant banana costume. I needed a miracle, a winning lottery ticket, a long-lost relative who was secretly a billionaire, or, you know, a sudden and inexplicable portal to another dimension. The day of reckoning arrived, as days are prone to doing, especially when Steel Rod is involved. I was sweating like a popsicle in a sauna. My stomach was doing somersaults, a regular acrobatics show happening in my gut. I needed an escape, even if it was just for a minute. I ducked into the first door I saw, hoping for a bathroom, a closet, anything to get me out of sight. What I found was neither. The room was dark, eerily silent. It wasn't a bathroom, it wasn't a closet, it wasn't anything I'd ever seen before. At the center, a shimmering oval hung in the air, pulsing with an otherworldly light. It was like a giant soap bubble, except it crackled with energy and whispered promises of the unknown. A portal? Here? Now? My life seemed to be transforming into some absurd cosmic joke. Curiosity, that old devil whispered in my ear. Maybe, just maybe, this portal was my way out. Maybe it led to a world where bookies didn't exist and debts vanished like smoke. Or maybe it led to something far worse.
Well, what is it?
I'm a firm believer in logic and reason. I'm also a firm believer in avoiding large, angry men who go by names like Steel Rod. So with a deep breath and a silent apology to the universe for whatever I was about to unleash, I stepped into the portal. The world dissolved around me, replaced by a kaleidoscope of colors and sensations. It was like being shot out of a cannon made of rainbows and bad decisions. I felt a moment of pure, unadulterated terror, followed by a strange sense of exhilaration. It was like riding a roller coaster blindfolded, terrifying and thrilling in equal measure. Then, just as suddenly as it began, the journey ended. I tumbled out of thin air, landing in a heap on something cold and unforgiving. I lay there for a moment, trying to catch my breath, my heart doing its best impression of a jackhammer. When I finally sat up and looked around, I realized two things. One, I was freezing my tail off, and two, I was most definitely not in Kansas anymore. Instead of palm trees and sunshine, I was greeted by a vast white expanse that stretched as far as the eye could see. The air was frigid, biting, and the only sound was the mournful howl of the wind. I'd gone from the frying pan into the freezer, literally. I was in Antarctica, or some bizarre icy version of it, and I had a sneaking suspicion this was only the beginning of my troubles. Pause 3S. As the portal closed behind me with a final echoing snap, I found myself aboard a spaceship. The name, the Heart of Gold, was emblazoned in glowing letters across the control panel. The ship hummed with life, a symphony of whirs and beeps that felt almost comforting after the chaos of the portal. I took a moment to catch my breath, letting the reality of my new surroundings sink in. The walls were a sleek, metallic silver, and various alien devices blinked and twinkled in a mesmerizing dance of lights. I'd escaped just in time, but where was I now? And what was this ship's purpose? As I wandered through the corridors, I couldn't help but feel a strange sense of relief mixed with curiosity. The universe had thrown me another curveball, but at least I was alive. And with every step I took, I felt the stirrings of a new adventure beginning.
The Heart of Gold was more than just a spaceship. It was a promise of endless possibilities, a beacon of hope in the vastness of space. I had no idea what lay ahead, but one thing was certain: the journey was far from over. With a determined smile, I stepped forward, ready to embrace whatever came next. Pause 2, S. Sometimes the universe has a funny way of setting things right, even if it means taking a detour through the cosmos. Pause 3, S. So, with the stars as my guide and the Heart of Gold as my vessel, I prepared myself for the next chapter of this incredible journey. After all, when you're hurtling through space at warp speed, there's no time for doubt, only for adventure. Moving to California was a colossal mistake.
All right, so you have it. That was one. So, I'm working on a bunch. I've worked on a bunch, and I'm getting better at them. But let's see, what did I want to do now? Kill that. And we can... there's one more thing I wanted to do. Damn it, what was it? Well, let's just go to my email. Fuck it. Sit here and try to play guessing games. Ain't gonna work. Come on now. Alright. Okay. Why am I doing it like this? You know what? I'm freaking out. I'm freaking out, dude. Freaking out. I want to hang out. It's cool if I just hang out for a little bit. Jesus Christ. Go an hour and 21 minutes nonstop. Can I just take a break? How do you guys like my set, though, now? Well, what do you think? Jackhammer, Steelhammer, LOL. How did you know? How did he know my prison name? The Jackhammer. Thanks, Bad Nurse. I worked hard on it. You have no idea. Watch what else I did. All right, watch. See, I'm not done with this area yet. But here we go here. dead ass. So it's fire. I hate that shit. Cool set. Need more Xmas gorillas. You are right, Double E. You are definitely right. I need to add some gorilla figurines around on the top of the fireplace and stuff like that. But it's only temporarily. But I was able to get the lights to blink around it and everything. So that was pretty groovy. You know? Whatever. It's not the coolest thing in the world, but you know, it's not the coolest thing in the world. Except I'm doing this to even make it look more anonymous. How's that look without the GG show, GG this? Oh my, ways to get in touch with me. I didn't like that. So right here is we'll watch the movies, our clips, chat down here. And there is one more thing I wanted to add. I wanted to add a jar. Call it we'll just call it simple. What do I call that? Tip jar. So if anybody feels so inclined, you can leave me a motherfucking penny. Huh, they have a lot of jars. A lot of tip jars. I'm having a hard time choosing. But I like this one. Alright, good deal. And we'll go to let's see. Okay. What is that? Tip jar. That's a tip jar. The hell is this? Okay, then that's not gonna work. And you, my friend. To be honest, it looks kind of cool like that. I just don't really know what it is. This What was I doing? I just zoned out completely. What's going on my screen here? There's stuff happening. I don't know. I got trippy. But I'm not done smoking this, so deal with me or not. If I can hit it, but I need a drink. My mouth is so fucking dry. Oh yeah, speaking of which, I got my monthly Debbie in the mail. I got all these single packs. I mean, look at these. I got Push and Punch, which is mango, pineapple, watermelon, plums, and bananas. Then you got blue raspberry. And then you got Galaxy Grenade, which is kiwi and watermelon. You got a fast favorite of mine, Calio Cream. It tastes like orange creamsicle. It's awesome. And then we got doubles of them. Now these, plus a shaker, is what I'm going to be doing a giveaway on. Just gonna give you a bunch of those or a canister. I can't decide. I think I'd rather give you those because if you don't like the canister, then I'm not out $30. But we'll go from there. We'll go right there. Good night, Charlie. Jeez. You stayed up so late at night. Surprised you made it so long. But thanks for coming, though. All right. I mean, in fact, tonight's not going to be a long show. I went on 7. It's 8:30 already, and I've got 30 more minutes. So let's find out what we've got going on here. Wow. You know, I got hit last night from playing The Night Santa Went Crazy by Weird Al, and by playing The Night Santa. No. What was the other one that they had on me? I glued my balls to my butthole again. Oh my God, what did I do? I can't take a dump, 'cause now my balls are blocking up my butthole. Fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice, shame on glue. Oh God, I pulled too hard, now my scrotum stretched out like a fucking yacht. Alright, no, that's not what I wanted. That's definitely not what I wanted. Oh, Jumpy, w.gg. You got it, sister friend. Man, she's on top of it all, man. She is my favorite mod of all times. Favorite. Alright, let's do... What was I here? Oh. Fuck. I don't remember. John Blank. Just gonna get on my boat, sail away. Okay, for the love of shit, it's starting to sound hurricane-ish. Alright, so listen, I don't know what the hell happened or what's going on. I lost my mind somewhere along there. What happened, you guys? Did I do something wrong? What happened? I don't think I did anything wrong. But you never know. You never know nowadays. Where is my... Where is my motherfucking... I'm losing my marbles. I can even stream to TikTok now. Not that I really fucking care to, but I can. Woohoo! Hold on while I look for something right quick. I was about to go up some mountain, thought I heard gunfire. I stepped outside, left a message saying hi. I asked him from a firefight. Told you it's a bad time, but I know I really want to talk to you. I feel stalked. I like robots and I'm pretty sure that bulletproof. It's about time. Come on. Thoughts have come up so many times. I heard gunfire in the dead of the night. Left a message saying hi. I answered from a drive-by. Told you it's a bad time, but I can talk. No, I really want to talk to you. I'm being stalked by like royalty, and me and Molly just ain't shrooms. It's a bad time, and you're the only one that I can tell, that I can talk to. I should be under your spell right now, your spell right now. The way you move, it moves me, with no place left to go. And your sweet voice leaves me speechless, like you will never know. I really want to talk to you. Oh, I really want to talk to you. I really want to talk. I really want to talk to you. I really want to talk. I really want to talk to you. And you're the only one that I can tell, that I can talk to. I should be under your spell right now, your spell right now. The way you move, it moves me, with no place left to go. Your sweet voice leaves me speechless, like you will never know. I really want to talk to you.
Paint us a picture and we're doing honest and right. Hang it up where it would be gently kissed by the light. I'm drawn to distractions, I like where they lead me off to. Where I reach for the reasons, I'm searching for something to do. I reset the filter that's mental, that gets to my head. And it sits where the station just hisses and crackles high end. Still I've got this keg and some powder, enough to let go. Where the sky starts to fill up with smoke, that's the way to my home. Now you know, so the eyes get dark and the words get hard. It never once been cut, but I see scars. To be so close to perfect is to know it cannot be so. But so far from actually being out here all on our own. Instead, where the missteps do not only haunt you, they haunt you down. And where those that protect you can no longer rescue, and they cannot be found. So the eyes get dark and the words get hard. I've never once been cut, but I see scars.
Wow. I just fucked clean up, dude. Oh my god. Hold on. Give me 2 seconds. Wow. Hold on.